everybody, and welcome to Cheap Pops. It's been a while since we've been together and recording. This is episode...
Perfect 10.
10. Episode 10. I was going to do the Varsity Blues. I gave it a 10, but I couldn't get the picture big enough, and it looked stupid, so we're going...
10!
We're going
a fucking 10!
Yeah, we're going with Ty Dillinger this time. Before we get into the meat of everything, we got a lot to talk about.
I'm back from parts unknown,
That's
people.
right. Yeah. We're going to start with the unboxing of the Pro Wrestling Crate. He hasn't gotten his yet.
I might have to go to the post office after.
Yep. I did open it already because I couldn't wait.
He's like a little kid in a candy
I
store,
am like
people.
a little kid with these things. It's true. Because sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. And, well, I haven't been too terribly disappointed.
The only thing that was terrible was the Christmas, the one from the Christmas shirts.
Yeah, the Christmas shirts kind of sucked, but this shirt kind of... I don't understand why Taz is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I mean, it's okay, but I don't understand why we're doing... He's from Brooklyn. Why is he a Tampa Bay Buccaneer? But that's all right, you know, whatever. This one I liked. This one, Owen Hart.
Yes.
This is the second Owen Hart shirt they've done, actually. And
It is.
I really like that. That's cool. The Micro Brawler. Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
I do like the micro brawlers.
Something I'm happy about that I can put on the hockey jersey that I'm going to have done. Brian Danielson, American Dragon patch. A Young Bucks pin, which is pretty cool. This is what pissed me off. This pissed me off. They're calling these Orange Cassidy aviators.
Oh my god.
You could buy these at the fucking dollar store. There's no branding on them. They don't say AEW. So basically, you've said, well, here, we'll just say these are Orange Cassidy aviators and we'll put them in there.
Yeah, let's just throw them in.
Yeah, that kind of bothered me. But
I mean, if they would put Orange Cassidy across the
or even just put OC on the,
exactly.
But just the, Now
but they were made.
Now that I've said it, now that I've noticed, it's got like his little thumbs up symbol, but you can barely see it, and it just, to me, it's...
Wait, it was made in China.
Yeah, it was made in China. So, but the autograph I did like the autograph because I'm old school and I like gimmicks.
Haha, Repo Man.
Yeah, the Repo Man. I did like the autograph. I gave the box an 8 out of 10 because I really liked one of the shirts. I mean, the Taz one I'll wear, and I've got my Team Taz custom made jersey.
I got our custom made shirt.
Yep, which we will be doing a store for pretty soon.
Yes.
But that's what was in the crate. I other than the Orange Cassidy thing,
Hogan
did I knock
fall
Hogan
down?
down? That's all right.
Yeah, he needs to be put down.
And there's no reason why Hogan and Andre are on the table because, but I thought it was a cool Funko set, so I put it on there.
Wait.
John Wick against Hogan? Well, there's no contest there. John Wick's going to win. There's something wrong with you.
There, now it's a triple threat.
Alright, so since after the Loot Crate, what I wanted to talk about was a movie that we both watched, was Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
I thought that movie was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I remember when Snakes on a Plane got that much hype and everybody thought it sucked. This movie has gotten a lot of hype and everybody said you have to see it. I really loved it. I thought it was funny.
I loved it.
Yeah, I watched it on Peacock after it got out of theaters, and it's not a movie that I'm ever going to watch again, but I thought it was really funny. And
it was really
the
funny.
Premise of it with the the bear,
I think
for cocaine, I thought was really good.
I think the only reason I would watch it again, Ray Liotta.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see Ray Liotta in it. I think that was probably one of the last movies that he ever did too.
Yep.
So,
and it was great to see that they did it in memory of him.
Yeah. I thought that it was. I thought it was funny, and I thought the performances were going to be bad, but they weren't. I thought
it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Another movie that I went and saw that you didn't get a chance to see. That's why John Wick is here. John Wick 4. I thought that this is my second favorite movie of all time. Not action movie. My second favorite movie of all time. Scarface will always be number one. There's nothing that will ever top Scarface to me. But
speaking of Al Pacino, he turned 83.
Did he?
Yes.
No, I didn't notice that. He's if you ever get a chance to watch any interviews with Al Pacino, he's a real interesting guy. It's really cool to watch him talk about acting and stuff. He's one of my favorite actors, and Scarface is the greatest movie of all time, in my opinion. And of course, The Godfather. But John Wick 4, the action sequences, all I'm going to say is, for one of them, 30 minutes, it might have been more than 30 minutes, of a stairway fight. And it's not one-on-one. It's tremendous. But the thing that I love the most about that movie, at one point he gets knocked into a glass case. It's not ruining anything because it's a long, long-ass movie.
Yeah.
He gets knocked into a glass case and there's nunchucks. I have never seen anybody practically use nunchucks, but in a practical way like he did. He used them as an actual weapon. It's not like the Ninja Turtles where, they're just flipping them around and they don't really do anything with them.
Well, the reason why they were doing that in the Ninja Turtles is because they were deemed too violent.
Right.
From the first movie.
But I mean, he's using them as an actual weapon, and when he has to go to his gun, he flips them around his neck so he can use them again.
Nice.
It was fucking tremendous. I've heard people shit on the movie. I don't understand it. I thought it was an amazing movie. I don't know if it's going to be an official wrap up to the series because it kind of looked that way.
Well, people that shit on a movie like that have nothing better to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I shit on movies too, but in my opinion, it's one of the greatest action movies I've ever seen. So I don't get the hate on it, but people have different opinions. So
hey, we got the right to because we got a fucking show, and
I don't know
and we've seen a lot of fucking movies.
That's true. I don't know if I'd go that far, but
well, I've seen a lot of them.
Well, another movie I went and saw Dungeons and Dragons, and I don't play D&D, but I really enjoyed this movie.
You're gonna like your birthday gift then. Okay,
well, I liked it. I thought the story was really good. The acting was really good. For somebody that hasn't played D&D, I still enjoyed it as it is. So I really liked it.
Speaking of D&D,
yeah.
If you type in video game store, they have a D&D shop actually pop up, and I'm like, I thought it was another video game store. I'm like, let's take an adventure. Go walk in there. It's like, this is not a video game store.
Well, some people, they'll put keywords in just so their shop will pop up.
Yeah.
No matter what you search for, but
it's like, I do not belong here.
Right. And I couldn't wait for you to, get back, so I went and saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. It was so good. It was so good.
I definitely want to go see it.
The CGI, I mean, really, it looks like the video game. I mean, it looks like you took the video game and you made it a movie. The characters look like you would think they would look. I mean, just totally... I can't even explain it. It's just... And the music and the references they made. I don't like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I think that's fucking dumb because he laughs at one point and I hate that fucking laugh. But other than that, I thought it was a really great movie.
I do like Jack Black playing Bowser.
He did a really good job as Bowser. His voice only came through in a couple scenes. I mean, but it's kind of like when Bradley Cooper does Rocket in the Avengers movies. His voice only really comes through every once in a while. I mean, not that Jack Black's voice is bad,
right.
But I like that he went on full character mostly for this movie. I thought it was really, really good. They had obscure characters in it, and they really took time to incorporate all the little stuff. And there's a couple end credit scenes. One that people didn't stay for at the end, which I did because I always do. Because I always Google if there's end credit scenes. I don't always stay unless I know that there's an end credit scene. I'm not going to sit there if I know that there's not one. That's just fucking dumb in my opinion. But,
we always know with the MCU and the DC comics.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be one. Yeah. But I wanted to go through an upcoming movie list. I don't know if you're going to want to see all these, but I do. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Fuck yes.
The Fast and the Furious 10th movie.
Maybe.
I love that series. That gets a lot of hate. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
The Flash. Michael Keaton Batman is
Yes. Yes, definitely yes, because I want to see Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Another Indiana Jones.
Maybe.
I liked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. A lot of people hated it. Ninja Turtles, the Mutant Mayhem. A new animated Ninja Turtles. I definitely want to see that.
Fuck yes.
Blue Beetle. I have no idea about that. I know it's a DC property. I've never, but I'm not a huge comic book person. The Equalizer 3. The first two with Denzel Washington were awesome. I think that's going to be good. Kraven the Hunter. The Marvels, two Marvel movies. Wonka. It's an origin story for Willy Wonka. I definitely want to go see it.
Yes.
There's a new Ghostbusters coming out at the end of the year that goes after the Afterlife one, the one that recently came out.
Ooh.
And Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, those are the only the ones that I found just by Googling, upcoming movies, so I'm sure there's more. Did I say Transformers Rise of the Beasts? Because
No.
as an 80s kid, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, I'm there. That's like saying there's a G.I. Joe movie out.
Yes.
I'm going to go see that too. What?
Were these movies?
No.
Or
No, that's for something else.
oh.
So, before we get into the wrestling talk, it's kind of wrestling talk. Do you want to talk about the video game that you've been playing lately?
Yes. I've been playing the new WWE 2K23 and it is worth buying.
Yeah.
They just dropped the recent DLC. I don't know who the NXT team is.
Okay.
I know I sent you pictures. But they got the Steiner brothers.
Yeah.
And I know I sent you the match. I had the Steiner brothers teaming up with Braun Breaker.
Stupid name.
I know.
But now that all that shit with his father, it's probably a good thing that he's got a different name.
Right. All three of them teaming up versus the Bloodline.
That's cool. And he sends me videos and screenshots all the time of the shit that he's doing on this game, the people that he's created, like that.
Yep, I made this Kane.
The 2003 Kane, which is really cool.
And the 2003 Kane without the mask.
Yep.
And that came out pretty damn good because I made the one where you went into the dumpster fire.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. I haven't played it yet. I'm sure we will.
Yes, we will. We got to do our video game.
Yeah, we
episode.
do need to do a video. Yeah, I've got to be able to take time off, and you ended up being away, so we couldn't do it then.
I went to Parts Unknown.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Mm. Hey, that's where I got my Kane mask. I had to fight
Right.
Kane for it. Leave me be.
So how many DLCs have they done off it so far?
One so far.
One? Okay.
Well, there was the DLC for Bad Bunny, but that's when you order the $120 one.
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
But being separate, without buying it with him, it's $10 for his fucking character.
Well, then why would you... Okay, well, I wouldn't buy the whole thing then. That's just...
No, I just I wanted to buy the big huge one because I wanted the 01 Brock Lesnar,
Yep.
01 Batista, prototype John Cena, and the old school Randy Orton from 2002.
Oh, Jesus.
And it came with Wrestlemania 22.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I would like to play the games again. Like it, I just don't have a new console.
It does feel like the old No Mercy game
Okay.
mixed with SmackDown Shut Your Mouth
Nice.
and SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, all mixed into one.
Okay.
It feels like that.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to. I'd break out the N64 and play No Mercy all the time. So.
Fuck yes.
But
I fired up the old N64 and started playing the old WCW and NWO Revenge.
those are fun too, because
Yes.
you see where No Mercy came from, because they basically ported the taunts and all that stuff from those games because it's the same maker.
Exactly.
Once they lost the WCW license, they went right to WWF, which is really cool.
And there's nothing WCW could do about them using the taunts or anything.
Right. Yeah. Because it wasn't defined of who it was and everything.
Mhm.
So Well, and DDP hadn't patented the diamond symbol, so.
Oh wait, am I gonna get in trouble for doing this?
I don't care. If we get sued by DDP for you doing that, he ain't gonna get any money. So what's the point?
We're broke, damn it.
Right. You didn't get a chance to watch this. I did because I downloaded it. But the Impact Rebellion pay-per-view. It's not on Impact Plus yet because it was a pay-per-view. Santino Marella returned to in-ring action.
Sweet.
He is the Director of Authority. And for some people that say, well, he uses that name, yes, because the trademark ran out. And he trademarked it. He owns the name. He owns the likeness. He owns the Cobra. He owns all that stuff. He was teamed with Dirty Dango and Joe Hendry. I really like Joe Hendry. And as I mentioned on our episode 9.5, Dango had wrestled the night before in the first match. That was nice.
Excuse me.
And at a show I went to and went right to Toronto for the pay-per-view. It was a 6-man tag. I swear to God, I forget who their opponents were. It might have been the Design with Sami Callihan. I think he turned on the Design. You think I would know because I watched it. But
I don't even know. The only thing I know is Santino was in a match and Bully Ray was in a ladder match. And he was bitching.
It was Hardcore War. It wasn't. They just brought out a ladder. But.
Well, I know he was bitching at the referee for not holding the fucking chair.
Right.
I mean, holding the ladder.
Right, and then the referees attacked him and everything. I didn't want to talk about the whole pay-per-view because I didn't want to go through the whole thing. But Nick Aldis, who had his problems with the NWA, ended up returning at this pay-per-view and did commentary for one of the main events. A guy that we've talked about as liking since we saw him at the Rebellion. Wait, let me get it out. This DVD. Oh my God. This is the Rebellion that we went to last year.
Yes.
I had to get the DVD for it. The first pay-per-view that either of us have gone to. I wanted to show this too. I forgot about this. The original Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I was about ready to make reference to that.
This is so bad that it's good. That's one of those movies that's so bad that it's good.
I've only seen, believe it or not, I only seen that movie once.
It's $3.80 at Walmart right
That's
now.
not bad.
No, but Steve Macklin, who ended up winning the world title. Josh Alexander had to forfeit due to tearing his tricep. Macklin beat Kushida, and he is now the Impact World Champion. I think Steve Macklin is an awesome wrestler. A lot of people say he doesn't have a lot of charisma. I disagree. But then I say to people, well, Chris Benoit didn't have a lot of charisma either, but people loved him because he was a badass, and I think Steve Macklin is a badass.
Fuck yeah.
I like him as world champ. One thing that I really thought was cool, Kushida does the hoverboard lock, which is a Kimura arm lock. Macklin used headbutts to the ribs to get out of it. I thought that was an awesome way of getting out of an arm lock. I've never seen that before.
Nice.
Using headbutts to the ribs to get out of it. But Macklin ended up winning the week before, or maybe been a couple weeks before. Scott D'Amore, the director of Impact Wrestling, president of Impact Wrestling, said that he would come out and hand the belt to Steve Macklin. So Macklin said, "I don't want the referee to do it. D'Amore needs to come out and do it." He did, and then D'Amore turned his back, and Macklin hit him in the back with the title belt, full on heel. I love it.
Nice.
That was just the co-main event, though. The real main event, well, not the real main event, but the total main event. Deonna Purrazzo, my favorite of all time.
Oh God, you love her.
Female wrestler and current wrestler. Against Jordynne Grace. I don't like Jordynne Grace, and it's not because she's all muscular and all that shit. I just don't like her.
Wrestle.
Well, I'm not saying she, but I just don't like. I don't like her, and you can have those wrestlers that I don't like. John Cena. I've never liked
John Cena.
John Cena. I don't like John Cena, and people say, "Well, he's one of the greatest of all time." That's fine. I don't have to like him. You don't have to like the wrestlers that I like.
He's not a wrestler. He's an entertainer.
Well,
God damn it! Look how he puts on the STF. This is not a submission.
That.
This is how you do it. But, not this.
But I just don't. I don't like her. It was a good match. I'm not gonna say it was a bad match, and it's not. I'm not saying it was a good match just because Deonna Purrazzo was in it. I'm not saying that. It was a good match. It was a good women's match. It was a good wrestling match. But Deonna Purrazzo ended up winning. She's now the new Impact Women's Champion because Mickie James had to forfeit.
Yeah, Mickie James is out with an injury.
Yeah, and Tom Hannafin said that this is the first time that in wrestling that the two main events have been for vacated world titles. I don't ever remember it being that way, where there were two world titles that were vacated and they were on the same pay-per-view as co-main events. I don't ever remember that happening, so that might actually be true. So I haven't had the time to fact check it, so I'm going to go by it. It was a good pay-per-view. The Hardcore War was cool. Tommy Dream, Masha Slamovich, and what's her name? I want to say Jody Threat, maybe. Were in it, and it was a really good Hardcore War. Overall, I thought it was really good. People sleep on Impact. They like Jim Cornette and them. They say they won't watch Impact, but they'll review AEW and they'll review WWE and they'll say how shitty WWE is and all this, all that stuff. But they won't give Impact a chance. They won't even watch it once, and I don't understand that. If you really love the business,
then you would get watch everything.
Well, I'm not saying watch it religiously, but at least, if you haven't watched it for years, see what they're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a chance. I mean, I fast forwarded through the X Division match, but that was because I don't like Jonathan Gresham. I watch X Division matches. I like X Division matches, and the sad part is you can see all that stuff on AEW now, so it's really not.
Yeah.
Anything special, but it is cool that that's the division that defined them. We actually have on right now, since it's at the end of April, we have a Backlash from 2007. Vince McMahon has just won the ECW World Title. Do-rag Vince after getting his head shaved at WrestleMania. God. One of the coolest things ever. I'm sorry. I don't like what Vince McMahon has become, but this is actually a pretty cool storyline.
Oh, you don't like his creepy mustache?
I don't like him in general with all the stuff that I found out about him, so.
Oh, God. I still can't believe they put him back in charge of fucking creative.
Well, he owns the company, so there's not really much they can do about it. What do you think about AEW booking to do a show at Wembley Stadium in England? That's like an 80,000 seat arena. From what I've heard, they already have 50,000 reservations for tickets. And like Conrad Thompson pointed this out, those people probably aren't just reserving one ticket.
No.
So they could smack dab sell that fucking place out.
Right.
And I would love to see it. I don't know if they'd be able to do it here. They might be able to if they, had enough lead time and it was a good enough match. But if they sell out Wembley Stadium in London for an AEW show, even if they do it and it's not a pay-per-view, that'd be fucking tremendous. If they do it for, a show on TNT or, they put it on a streaming service, but for it to not even be a pay-per-view would be amazing too,
Going back to the wrestling game, they might be having this Hulk Hogan to be unlocked.
WrestleMania 3? That's cool.
Yes, the old 80s Hulk Hogan. I gotta do all, there's a couple matches I didn't do all the objectives with John Cena story case mode, but you're supposed to unlock that Hulk Hogan with Bruno Sammartino. Then there's supposed to be one more unlockable Super Cena. The John where it's just a hat, shirt, and shorts, shoes, and his wristbands.
So they're going with the invisible John Cena.
Yes.
It's kind of like when in Dumb and Dumber. Just when I think you can't do anything any dumber, you go and do something like this. It's not you totally redeem yourself because you don't. This is just. It's like I don't know.
I thought I wanted to hold that off and tell you. I don't know yet. I always see YouTube videos and stuff. I want to do all the objectives and I'll actually let you know.
Okay.
Because once I find out for myself, then I'll truly let you know.
Right. Speaking of WWE, they're doing another draft. And on last night, as we were recording this, they debuted a new World Heavyweight Championship belt.
thing looks fucking terrible.
It looks terrible. It looks like they took the big gold belt and just stuck a WWE logo in the center of it.
With a buffed out world.
It looks like somebody in the wrestling game created a new belt.
Yep.
That's pretty much what it looks like. And okay, fine, you're going to have champions on both shows again.
Yeah.
And what, is it going to be like a year until you combine them again?
Really?
You know, and is Roman Reigns still going to be the WWE Universal World Heavy? Are you still going to say that whole fucking thing? Or is he just going to have one belt? Give him, if you're going to have him come out as a champion, have him just have the black belt.
Right.
He's going to be on one show. Or if he's going to be on SmackDown, have him have the blue belt. But to still have him come out with 2 championship belts would be fucking stupid. And it's going to be another case of where you have all these champions on all these shows. Because you're going to have the U.S. title on one, you're going to have the Intercontinental title on the other. Which, if the brands are going to be completely separate, fine. But if there's going to be crossover, it's going to be fucking bullshit again.
It is.
So you really need to figure out what you're doing, and this really needs to be fleshed out really well. It's a horrible looking belt. Really in my opinion. Other people may like it. I don't.
Oh, should we talk about how much it is to pre-order it on WWE Shop?
Yeah, you go right ahead.
$500 fucking dollars to pre-order that fucking shitty ass looking belt.
I would not pay.
Speaking of world title.
Yeah, there it is. The big gold. Undertaker against Batista, last man standing.
I would actually order that one.
Yeah.
All right. I'd rather order that one.
All right.
And the WCW
Turn
one.
the main down a tad, Skid Row.
I can't help it.
Well, Jesus.
I got Hulkamania flowing through me.
I don't have neighbors close by, and you're going to be waking them up.
I got the power of Hulkamania running through me, brother.
Oh, my goodness. Backlash is coming up. We are watching a Backlash right now.
I'm actually leading into Backlash 2002 on Peacock.
Very cool. I'm watching the Backlashes as we speak now. I'm up to 2004. So that's what I like to do during the months that I like to watch the pay-per-views that happen during the month that we're in. You know, so when we go into May, I'll be watching, you know, the Judgment Days and all that, and the In Your Houses from May.
Me,
like that.
I'm like in leading up, watching like Raw and SmackDown leading up into the pay-per-views.
If Peacock was set up better, I would like that more. But the seasons and you know.
Oh, I know it's hard to find out.
If it was done by year like the network was, it would make it so much easier.
Yes,
for me. I mean, it's not that, you know, you can't navigate it, but to me, I don't like the way they did it.
They made it a little bit better with the. Now I'm breaking it down to what year and season. Like, all right, here we go. All right, this is what year it started. Okay, then this is the one I want.
Right. For the actual TV shows, it makes sense.
Yes.
But when a pay-per-view is season 1, episode 1, and that's just fucking stupid.
It is.
You know, a pay-per-view that only happened once is season 1, episode 1. Why? People that subscribe to Peacock for TV shows, okay, that it's good that it's set up like that. But for wrestling, it's just the seasons of wrestling, like Raw and SmackDown, yes, but that's a whole nother. This year's Backlash, there's only 2 matches that I really care about. Brock versus Cody. That's going to be awesome. Yes. Brock's just going to destroy him. If Cody doesn't beat Brock Lesnar somehow, what the fuck did you bring Cody back for?
Right? What? To fucking squash him? Be like, ha ha ha,
right.
I brought you back because I'm better.
Right. Yeah, you know, you went to AEW and you made yourself a star. Now, fuck you. I'm not doing nothing with you. I don't understand that.
Me and my creepy mustache win.
If it's a long-term story, I think you should have pulled the trigger at WrestleMania. But... And we actually didn't really go into WrestleMania as much. I don't even think we did. Sami Zayn and Owens against the Usos.
That was really good.
That was really good. Cody versus Roman, it was a really good match.
That was a really good match.
I think the best match of the whole weekend was the 3-way match with Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre.
Absolutely.
That was it was like you took a beat-em-up game and you made it a wrestling match. They were just beating the shit out of you.
It was like watching the actual video game itself.
Right.
But live action without having a...
Yeah, it was... And I've seen people say that Charlotte Flair against Rhea Ripley was the best match.
Oh, God.
I've seen people say that it's the greatest women's match of all time.
Michael Cole on fucking commentary.
I don't understand how you can watch women's wrestling and say that Charlotte Flair is a good wrestler.
No, the best women's match of that fucking night was Asuka versus Bianca Belair.
That was a really good match. I really enjoyed that match. But Charlotte just looks so herky-jerky and so out of place.
Oh, my
We've said it before.
God.
I just don't understand. Brock versus Cody at Backlash, I think that's going to be a really good match.
That's the only match I'm looking forward to.
The 6-man tag. Owens, Sami Zayn, and Riddle. Why Riddle? I don't understand. But you've got to have somebody there to go against Solo Sikoa. I get it.
They might be bringing back Randy Orton. You never know.
I don't know. I think he's still injured. But against the Usos and Solo Sikoa, that should be a good match. It'll be... I'm sure at some point they're all going to get in and they're all going to fight.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine with me, whatever. But I'm not expecting it to be a great premium live event. Bad Bunny against Damian Priest.
Ugh.
It might be a good match. I don't give a shit about Bad Bunny. So, I got other stuff I want to talk about. But first, why don't you start showing some of the stuff that you brought? I got to grab something of mine while you're starting.
Well, I know that you have the WWE version.
I do.
I managed to get a WWF mini belt.
You paid a good price for it too.
Still not a bad price being that it's WWF because I paid $100 for yours. $120 is what I paid for this on eBay. Still not bad.
No. Keep going.
I'm a going. DC Comics versus Vampires. I want to get the Joker one.
Yeah.
And I want they just dropped the look of what Superman's gonna look like, and that one looks fucking awesome.
Nice. That's really cool. I like that. Batman is a zombie. That's pretty sick.
Vampire.
Oh, vampire. My bad.
Yes,
that's
that
cool.
is fucking awesome.
That's really cool.
I would love to see Batman as a zombie. Actually,
yeah, I think that'd be.
This
cool
one you might think is really cool too. Batman Gladiator.
Oh, that's sick. I like that. That's really cool. He's got like a He-Man kind of.
Yes, then this is the rest of them on the back.
Nice. Oh, the Dragon Joker. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
And Thomas Wayne Batman.
Oh.
Earth 2.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
The Arkhamverse.
Okay. I don't know a lot about DC, so.
Then I know you like this one.
I like that. I like the Christian Bale Batman, my favorite Batman. So that's pretty badass. I like that.
Best place to try to get it right now is Target.
Yeah, I would definitely like to get my hands on that at some point.
It's worth it to get the Joker, Heath Ledger Joker with it too.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you to you for getting me this.
Little Psycho Clown mask, like the one I had displayed on our episode 9.5. I figured he would like that. So.
And I wanted to show off these.
Okay.
My Skeletor Luchador mask. And my absolute favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Kane mask. This is one of them. I got two other ones to bring on. And the Mini Millennium Falcon.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's something I wanted to show. A little bit different. Not something I bought. This is actually something that I acquired, picked up myself at a show. WrestleFest 17, which is Northeast Wrestling. A 5-way TLC match for the Northeast title. Some of these names you may not know. Brian Anthony, a great wrestler. Adam Page, you may have heard of, is in AEW right now, was one of their world champions. Caleb Conley, some people might know him. He wrestled for Impact for a couple of years, maybe 4 or 5 years. He was with Tennille Dashwood for a while in a group. Lucas Sharp, if you Google CTWE or Northeast Wrestling. And Matt Hardy, you may have heard of him. It was really cool. A 5
May have, might have not.
Right. It was in a high
Unless you live
school.
under
It
a
was in a
fucking
high school
rock.
gym. You know, the belt was hanging from the ceiling.
Nice.
It was really, really cool. It was a great show. But when they were taking the ring down at the end of the show, the pieces of the table were just laying on the floor that Matt Hardy and Brian Anthony went through after falling off the ladder. So I thought, well, fuck, I'm just going to grab me a piece of the table. So I did. I actually have a guitar stand that I have this display, you know, I display this with. And I got it autographed by everybody in the match. It took me a couple of years to get it done, but I got it done. Brian Anthony, I got it signed. I had him sign gold because he was the champion and won the match. I had that signed at Wrestling Under the Stars. Caleb Conley, it might have actually been the same show at Wrestling Under the Stars. Lucas Sharp, he was doing a Q&A before Northeast Wrestling event. I didn't want to ask him a question. I just wanted him to sign the piece of the table, so he did. Adam Page, they were doing a Bullet Club autograph signing back when Heroes Hideout was in Amsterdam, and they had Marty Scurll, the Young Bucks, and Adam Page. I had already met the Young Bucks. And Marty Scurll I didn't really care about. I went just to get Adam Page to sign it, and he didn't sign it in 2013, but he put 2013, which was the year of the match, so that was really cool. I think this is, even if you don't know a couple of the wrestlers that were in the match, and Matt Hardy, I don't remember when I had him sign it, but I thought this was a really cool piece. I love displaying it. Not a lot of people have, you know, some of the stuff that I have, nobody else has, which I think is
right.
You know, is like really cool.
I was actually looking it up the other day. $35 or $45 on Amazon for a kendo stick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know how much they are at FYE, but I know you can get them at FYE. Jesus, don't break the chair.
It's my keys hitting it.
Yeah, I like some of the framed pieces that the Undertaker one's not one of a kind. I'll have the House of Black flag hanging. We're honoring the House of Black from the.
Speaking of that crate, shall we talk about the Roddy Piper shirt? I thought that was fucking awesome.
They Live looking shirt. Yeah, I thought that was a really cool
that
shirt.
was amazing because I kept looking. I'm like, no, that's not Vince.
Yeah, this is like a.
That is awesome.
That was a really cool shirt. They do really good shirts. I mean, I said, you know, I didn't really like the Taz. I'll wear the Taz one. You know, I think this is better because I made, you know, had it made custom. But I like the loot crates. I think they're worth the money.
They are.
You know, I mean, mine is $50 a month because I have to get the Fat Man size shirts, which I'm trying to change. But
well, now 52 because the price went up on it.
Right, but still, the two shirts alone is worth the price, and then like you get stickers or you get pins or the autographs.
You get a lot of shit.
Right, I don't think there's been a bad autograph.
No.
Really? I mean, actually, a couple of the autographs that we've gotten, I've already got people. So.
The one shirt, yes, I am going to give away. I want to sell at the table that we're going to do.
Okay.
At the show, the meet and greet, since we are going to
I am going to talk about
yes.
that, so.
Is the... whatever they're calling her now in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, the Mercedes Moné?
Yes. I never liked her. You know I never liked Sasha Banks.
Yeah. Yeah, I wear that shirt to work, so if it gets messed up, I don't care.
Right.
You know? I like Sasha Banks, and she's doing good in New Japan right now, so that's fine, but yeah, I didn't care for that shirt, and I think the Dusty Rhodes one was one of the best ones they did. And I haven't. The Christmas ones were really the only ones where I was actually really disappointed.
Yeah.
You know,
but everything else in the crate was awesome.
Right. I think the best. I spoke with my other friend Dave about this. I think the Karrion Kross Scarlett autographs that came in at the same time were the best autographs they've done since I've been doing it. But like, I love Repo Man. I thought that was cool. I've actually met Barry Darsow before a couple times actually, so that was pretty cool. Since you mentioned the convention we're doing, the Wrestling Classic 3, Captain's Corner, and Zombie Hideout, June 17th the South End Community Center in Springfield, Mass. at 11 a.m. I told him we're setting up early. I'm kind of hoping that some of the wrestlers will be there, so we might actually be able to meet them sooner than that, sooner than everybody gets in. But I think it's going to be great. We are going to be doing a trivia contest, giving away prizes. That's why some of the autographs that I don't need, I'm going to be giving away as prizes. I have other things. Come up to the table. We're going to have that huge box I have of trading cards. You know, the packs of trading cards. We're going to be giving away packs of trading cards. Oh, that's one thing I mentioned in episode 9.5 when I said the vendor. He just handed me 3 random trading cards. I'm at a wrestling show. I'm not going to just shove them into my pocket. We're going to be giving you packs of cards. You know, not just random trading cards. You're actually going to get a full pack of cards.
Yes.
So,
here's a random trading card.
Right, this is one of the things I'm going to use for the trivia contest. Let's see how well you do on one of these. Which McMahon leaped off the steel cage onto Undertaker at WrestleMania 32?
Shane.
There you go. See that they might be easy.
No, wait. I think it was Vince, people. Yeah. It was Vinny Matt.
But this is really cool. It's a pop quiz trivia deck. I got this off of eBay. I thought it was really,
what was fun for a trivia game? Was the WrestleMania one on WrestleMania 20.
Yeah. I mean, I've got books. I've got an actual trivia board game I can use some cards from. I have some questions of my own. One that I think is really good that a lot of people, I've stumped a lot of people with. I'm not going to tell you yet. People who are going to be there that have been announced so far. I think this is a complete list, but I'm not sure. The 2 co-headliners, Kurt Angle and Diamond Dallas Page. Speaking of Diamond Dallas Page, this is what I want to get autographed by him.
Yes!
The last issue of WCW magazine. The date on it, March of 2001. What month did they close down? March of 2001. Now, granted, they have to print these, you know, back in the day, they had to print these, you know, like in advance because they had to get them out on the month that they, you know, the date was on them. But I think this is really fucking cool. Something that I can have DDP sign.
Yes.
I will get it framed. I think that's really cool.
And you could definitely get Rick Steiner to sign it.
If he ever does signings again after all the stupid shit that he did.
Right.
One that I'm really happy about that, because we met him before, Devon Dudley.
Yes!
Got announced. I had this signed by Bully Ray when Bully Ray did a signing with Velvet Sky when they brought Oreos.
Yes!
Really cool.
Yes, Oreos.
We might actually, I think putting out a snack might be a good idea for our table.
Holy shit, you could also get Shane Helms to sign it too.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool thing that I can have signed and framed.
Free poster, Chavo Guerrero and the Nitro Girls.
Oh my! You're more interested in the magazine than doing the fucking show.
Yes, because I used to have like the subscription to the old WWE one.
I did too. But I have it signed by Bubba. I'm gonna get it signed by Devon. This makes me very happy that he's gonna be there. Miss Jackie, not Miss Jackie, but Jackie from WWE Hall of Famer. She was in TNA for a long time. Eddie Edwards and Alicia. I like Eddie Edwards. I met him in, I believe, 2011, back when I was 400 pounds. So I kind of want to get an updated picture with him. The Godfather. You can't go wrong with The Godfather.
Right.
You know? I don't know if he'll have the Ho Train. It might not be politically correct for him to have the Ho Train with him. The Guns. You know, Billy Gunn's kids, Colton and Austin. You know, from AEW. That's going to be cool. Powerhouse Hobbs from AEW.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. He's not going to have the TNT title with him because he just lost it to Wardlow, and the Guns ended up losing the tag titles to FTR, but it's cool that they're going to be there. I like that AEW guys are going to be there. Marty Jannetty's going to be there.
Yeah, this is before they made DDP fucking stupid in WWF.
Yeah, right. Teddy Long is going to be there. I've met him before. He's really cool. And Lex Luger is going to be there.
Yes! I want to meet Lex.
Yeah, you'll have to wear your, you have to bring your Wolfpack shirt. I think it's really cool that, I don't know if they're going to announce more people, but for me, that's a great list, and they're going to have vendors. We're going to be there. Like I said, we're going to be doing the trivia contest, giving out prizes. It's not just going to be, oh, well, you were smart and you answered this correctly. No, we're going to be giving stuff out. I've got some ideas for little things that we can give out, and like I said, we're going to be giving out the trading cards. We're just going to be getting the word out about the show, you know, just Because I think that's the only way we're really going to do it. Social media is one thing, but getting out there and meeting fans and being able to talk to fans at conventions like this is really the only way we're going to be able to get word out about the show.
Oh, look, your 3 favorite are on the cover. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and John Cena.
Yeah, at least Austin and The Rock are on there.
Yes.
But I think it's going to be fun to, do a trivia thing. And my friend Dave is going to be going with his son. It'll be interesting to see if people from around here end up going, traveling to Massachusetts for it. But with the list of people that they're having,
should we have the Family Guy song singing when we go? Oh, while we're going there, the Massachusetts song.
Oh, I've had bad experience in Massachusetts with meeting Sting for the first time. So we went to a big time wrestling show, and Sting was in his own area with like curtains and. You couldn't even see him there, and the line was going around, and they were telling people to have their stuff ready to go when you get up to meet Sting, and we're like 10 people, behind. And my buddy's like, I've got like 2 or 3 things, well, my former buddy, I've got like 3 or 4 things for him to sign. I can't just, be having it all out. And then one of them was like a poster and stuff, but they wanted to move the line along, and you could just tell Sting was pissed about the way it was going, and it was just a bad experience overall.
Because he likes to sit there and actually talk to the people.
Right. Well, I don't think he does, but when I met him like a few months later, it was a much better experience. It was still big time wrestling, but it was a different environment, and it was still much better. So I've had a love-hate relationship with wrestling stuff in Massachusetts ever since. It's going to be cool to do.
It was same place where we met Kane, too.
Yes. Well, the convention's not going to be at that store.
Yeah.
The people that put that autograph signing on are going to be doing this convention, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm hoping that we get to meet Kane again because I want to get all my masks autographed.
Yeah. Well, that would be fun, but I don't know if he's going to come back up here anytime soon.
I hope he does.
If he does, I'll keep my eye out for it. I hope you'll join us at the convention. I'm going to try to get us to record more frequently so we can be more up to date on stuff. We might actually record next week if you're down for it.
Fuck yes.
I don't know what we'll talk about on that one. There's a lot of stuff going on. It was Wrestlemania season, so there's a lot of wrestling stuff going on. I believe the Ring of Honor Forbidden Door pay-per-view is going to be going on. At the next Impact special event, it's not a pay-per-view, so do you have Impact Plus?
Not yet. I'm still debating on getting it.
Because it's going to be Steve Macklin against PCO for the Impact World title. That should be a bomb-ass match.
Oh! Was it one? I think it was one of the Rest in Peace match. Or one of the matches they did once with...
the Last Rites match.
Yes!
They did that at the...
Was it any better than...
Oh, yeah, it was much better. Yeah. I mean, they didn't, raise them up to the... It was basically a casket match. You had to put them in and just close the lid. It wasn't like before where they raised them up and they did all that stupid shit.
Oh, God. Thank God.
But that's how PCO earned the world title match. So that was pretty cool. Rebellion was great. We will definitely have more stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll go see a couple movies in between if we can. Or I'll bring you to see Mario Brothers so you can at least see that and talk about it.
This was such a great fucking match. Batista versus Undertaker for the world title, last man standing.
Yeah, that was a good series of matches. It really, Undertaker really stepped up his game for this series, and so did Batista. Undertaker, I think this is one of the best series of matches Undertaker's ever had.
Yes.
And a last man standing match is actually, I think, a really good match for the Undertaker with the kind of moves that he does and stuff.
Yes. We had a lot of fun doing a last man standing match in the wrestling game of last year's.
Yeah, we sure did. You mean where you cheated?
Hey, the chair is allowed.
Yeah.
Chair is allowed.
Yeah.
It's a last man standing match, damn it. Hey, I waited till towards the end of the match.
Yeah, the referee was counting pretty fast for you. I know, yeah. But you got anything else?
They did add a couple... You having fun?
Yeah.
They did add a couple of more new things to the backstage area of the wrestling game.
Okay.
Remember the big, huge spotlight that John Cena got choke slammed through?
Yeah, you showed me a video of that, right? Yeah.
They added that to the backstage area. That's where cool. You could throw them basically knock them right off into the light.
Oh, that's cool. Because I remember a lot of the games where you could go to the different backstage areas and there would be different stuff in each area. So that's cool.
I did a little bit more last night with the backstage area. You can basically grab your opponent's arm, drag him over, and slam it into a car door.
That's cool.
Or into a trunk, or lay him on the hood of the car and slam the hood down on him.
That's a lot like the old games, so I appreciate that. I think the ability to pick up and play the games is better. You know, not that the games have been bad, but I want to be able to just grab it and not have to learn all these movesets.
Exactly.
And, you know, I want to be able to get the mechanics of it down quickly.
Yes, it's strike, circle to grab.
Yeah.
And any big heavy moves, just press X, or any light moves, press square.
Yeah, that's what I like about No Mercy so much, is you use like the A button just to grab, and then you use all the other buttons to do your whole moveset.
Exactly.
And it's different from moves from the front and moves from the back, moves laying down. That's what I like about it the most.
Yes.
The ease of playing it. That's, you know, because if I want a simulation, I'll go play a Madden game.
Right.
You know,
and they really stepped it up with the blood on there. It's a lot more better with the blood. If you bust them open with your hand, it's a little bit of blood trickling down. Throughout the course of the match, you can actually bust them open better. Okay. Depending on what weapon you use to bust them open.
That makes sense. At least 2K cares about the blood and the realism of the matches.
Only thing I wish that they would bring back is where wherever you step on the mat, there would be blood on the mat.
Yeah.
And leave it on the mat. Not have it disappear like in the old games, right, but leave it on the fucking mat.
Yeah. Watching this, it makes me wish there were still photographers around the ring. You know, it seems so sanitized now.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing going on around the ring. The commentators, you really can't see the commentary tables unless they go out to them. The camera shots they used to use, you'd see the announce table all the time. You know, I like these eras so much better.
Yes.
Like, I watched Raw last night and I was fast forwarding through most of it. There was a couple months where it was actually fun to watch, and now it's just back to the same old WWE. You know?
Because of fucking Vince.
Yeah, and I think Triple H has got his hand in a lot of it, but not as much as he should.
Yes.
You know,
I think he's getting pissed right. By the looks of it, when he was out there, he looked pissed.
He looked like I think he was happy to announce a new belt, but the draft thing, it's like, yeah, we're doing this again. You know, yep. It's the same. It's, you know, I can go back to 2002 and watch the draft, which was a hell of a lot more interesting.
I'm actually almost up to that draft.
Right? Or the 2005 when Cena got drafted to Raw, and and JBL ended up winning, you know, and they were like, well, we don't need a new champion because we have one, and Batista came out, and Batista's career really skyrocketed.
Yes. I'm wondering what that title did look like, though. They never showed it.
It was probably just an old belt they had, you know, or...
Hey, you never know. It might have been the Winged Eagle belt.
If somebody wins it and brings back the Winged Eagle belt, I'll be the happiest man ever.
Yes.
But, I mean, they had the Intercontinental title, and then they switched it to that stupid one that Gunther's wearing.
Oh, God. And fuck you, it's Walter.
Yeah. The name change doesn't bother me anymore, you know, because they're going to do that. I mean, but... WWE is kind of getting right back into where they were. So.
Oh, yeah. And they got the 03 Undertaker on there.
Do they?
Yes, on the new wrestling game.
The evil one? That's cool.
Yes. And I wish that they had the heel Undertaker on there.
Yeah.
I fucking love the biker heel Undertaker.
I loved 02, 03. I thought, you know, the matches he had with Lesnar in 03, the match he had with Cena. I think Undertaker really did good in the mid to late 2000s, so... And then it led up to, you know, him and Shawn Michaels having one of the best matches ever in, you know, 2009 at Wrestlemania.
Oh, so, hell yeah, it did.
My favorite match. So, I don't have anything else really to talk about. I mean, I hope people show up to the convention, but that's down the road. We're definitely going to try to record more. I think we've said that before, but sometimes it gets hard. So
it does.
And if we go to any shows or anything, we'll definitely talk about that. Follow our social media at Cheap Pop Show. You can pretty much, that'll lead to anything we have. We have a QR code. I might put it up so that people can scan that. I'm definitely going to have it's on. We're going to put it on our flyer and stuff like that at the table. So we hope people go check that out because Zombies Hideout and Captain's Corner, they really do good signings, and
we're almost to the end of this match too.
They really do good stuff. They bring in good people. I think it'll be a really well run convention, and we're really excited to do it. It's not like a convention where it's going to be actors and all that stuff and maybe a couple wrestlers. This is going to be nothing but wrestling, so I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait till we record again. This is a lot of fun for us. And thank you for checking out Cheap Pops on YouTube.